Yo, what's up? This is Splendid on PharcydeTv with my co-host Jeremy Scipio.
What's going on, people?
And the homie, you know what I'm saying? Huntington Beach native. Rick Waldo, what's up?
Wall, baby. What's up?
Hey.
What's happening?
Oh man, we chilling. Had to tap in with you, pull you in. It's been quite some time.
It's been a minute, man. I think the last time we talked was like 4 years ago, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe longer, honestly.
Nah, that's tight. So, where were you the first time you heard hip hop?
I was in the back of my mom. Actually, I might have been in the front seat of my mom's Expedition. I remember it clearly. We were listening to Nelly, Hot in Here, and also Ludacris Area Codes. And I remember I was singing the hose part. My mom kept telling me, "Don't say that part," you know. But yeah, it was. Yeah, my mom was definitely the first one that introduced me to hip hop. So, you know, I attribute a lot of what I gained from that to her. You know?
That reminds me. My mom used to like she liked the so fresh and so clean, you know, by Outkast.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
But the album, the actual CD that was on, I don't know if you ever had it. Outkast Presents whatever. There's like Andre 3000 drew like a necklace, just like literally like her big titties and like big like utter nipples on there. And I used to never what?
I think I do remember that one, but I can't picture it off the top of my head right now. But
it was so crazy. Like my mama loved this song, and I would play it for her. But she'd be like, "What CD is it?" I'd try to grab it out real quick because I know she wouldn't let me listen to it.
Yeah. You gotta be sneaky with that shit sometimes.
That's funny. Your mom was like, "Don't say the hoes part, but say that you got them in different area codes."
Yeah. Area code is fine, but don't talk about hoes. You don't know nothing about hoes yet, bro.
Did you ever think hip hop would be as large as it is?
I mean, yeah, I guess I did in a way, just because of how big it already was when I was already listening to it. You know, when I first started listening to it, I knew how big it was going to be subconsciously. But I don't think anybody knew how big it actually became. You know, everybody knew it was going to be a big thing. We were ready for all that, but I think it might have surpassed what we all thought.
What a good one.
You know what, Rick? You come from a different age range. You're definitely younger than us. Did you ever think that the South was gonna sneak up the way it snuck up and just dominated hip hop?
The South?
Yeah.
Dominate?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think anybody was ready for that, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember like Mike Jones and what was that one dude's name? Young Jock. Remember them? They're from the South and shit too. Well, Ludacris was also, right? He's from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean.
But I mean, they came up and just took it over, man. I mean, they took it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And it was pretty much unmatched for a good minute there.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I guess to answer your question, I wasn't ready for it, but I definitely could see it coming. You know.
Mm-hmm. So back to your city. I know where you stand at right now, but what city did you grow up in?
Oh man, so many. Well, I mean, you know my mom, so
yeah. So
growing up with my mom. Yeah, go ahead.
Which one would you call home?
I would call here home now.
Okay.
Only because I consider other places just where I was growing up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Home is where your heart is, and my heart is definitely here in Huntington Beach. So
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say their home is in Huntington. Their home. There's a home is where the heart is, and my heart is in Huntington Beach. That's like a slogan.
It could be. Let's trademark that. Don't let anybody else hear that. We're gonna have to edit that part out.
Yeah, man, we got to make some cards, some Christmas cards, or some birthday cards, or some tourist cards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I guarantee people out here would buy that shit too, because people in Huntington Beach are very proud of their city. So very proud to say.
What's your favorite hip hop movie?
You said movie? Hip hop movie?
Yeah. Sorry. What's your favorite hip hop movie?
Oh man, that's a tough question because I feel like it should be something older just because of the type of music that I make. But I don't know, man. Probably. Well, it's not even a hip hop movie. I was gonna say Menace to Society, but that's not even a hip hop movie at all.
Yeah, we're pretty lenient. I don't think that qualifies.
Yeah, definitely not.
We're pretty lenient though.
Qualify. Damn, you might have got me stumped on this one. I don't even know.
And nah, hey man, hey.
Give me some good ones to watch though. Give me some good ones.
I mean, okay, you obviously got Breaking, you got was it Wild Style? That's the popular answers. We stream stuff like Belly, that's an extreme one. ATL, that's extreme. House Party, I would say that's probably middle lukewarm. You got biopics like Notorious. Even I'll tell you the furthest one out, I think, where even then technical foul is Malibu's Most Wanted.
I was gonna say Kicking It Old School, but I feel like that's a technical foul too. Have you ever seen that one with Jamie Kennedy and shit?
Kicking It Old School?
Yeah, it was a breakdancing movie. It was total hip hop oriented, but yeah, he was a breakdancer and he fell off stage when he was like 10 or some shit, went to a coma and woke up in like the 2000s or some shit with still like breakdancing. Yeah, I did like Malibu's Most Wanted because that shit. It's a classic, bro. That's a classic.
I actually feel like Kicking It Old School might qualify, sir. I haven't seen it, but it's a pretty hip hop cover. Like this is
it's very 80s based too. So it's
You may win for the most obscure answer we've gotten thus far.
I'll take that title. I'll take that.
You left out 3 good ones. Not in any particular order.
Okay.
Beat Street.
Yep.
Crush Groove.
Yep.
And one of the most underrated hip hop movies, Disorderlies with the Fat Boys.
Oh yeah. You
rest in peace, Prince Marky D. I see he just passed away, man.
Yeah, you put me onto that.
Yeah, Disorderlies was funny, man. It was funny. I didn't want to admit it for a very long. I didn't want to admit it until I was an adult, like in an older adult, like literally, like in the last year, somebody said it, and I used to think it was corny, and then I was like, nah, man, them dudes were really. They were some Three Stooges. They weren't really jigabooing, I don't think, but I looked at it like on some just slapstick Three Stooge type of funny type of thing going on.
Yeah. There's been some new. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that is a good reference. Like I said, I forgot which interview we were on, but y'all have brought that to my attention, so that's why I maybe look at it. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's been some good new hip hop like shows and shit, like The Get Down on Netflix. The Get Down's great. That was a great one. I really like that one.
Yeah, it ended too early. They had some more room to grow. I think it would have been
absolutely
good.
Was that the one with Jaden Smith?
Yeah, he was in there.
Yeah, he was in that. Yeah, I think I watched more of hood movies than rap movies or hip hop movies, I guess.
Yeah, it's a thin line though, so I that's fair.
Yeah, I can see that. Sure.
what was your earliest memory of wanting to be a rapper?
I was actually just talking about this the other day. I used to be really good at memorizing songs. Like I can memorize a song in like 20, 30 minutes or some shit, like a whole song, verse for verse, hook for hook, bar for bar. And just being able to do that really made me think and just want to do it myself with my own words. So I would say my earliest was probably like 11, 12 when I wrote my first like rap down on a piece of paper. Probably like 11.
Yeah, and for any of your folks watching, bear with us. We about to turn it up. We just I gotta introduce people to who Rick is, and then we'll go, or you know, we'll get into that other part.
Yeah, so we have a chat here. Pretty much, you know, people you know, who are fans of yours and fans of the podcast, they tune in and they kind of like chime in and say a couple of things, whatever. I tend to ask them some questions to ask you. We got one question from Anthony Falcon. He wanted to know your top 5 beers.
Well, I only got one top beer, and that's Pacifico. So
Pacifico.
But yeah, Pacifico. All day, every day, Pacifico. No other way. But I guess if we're going down the line, then it would have to be like Pacifico, number 1, number 2, Modelo, number 3, Corona, number 4, I don't know, Tecate or some shit. Number 5 would be 805, maybe.
805.
What?
Yeah, that's
What?
definitely bottom of the list. But I will drink 805. Don't get me wrong. I'll drink that shit, but it's at the bottom of the list for me.
Oh man, you let me down, Rick. Man, you let me down. You in the beach culture and all that kind of stuff, and you drinking the man. You got to drink something with a little bang to it, man. You got to drink some of those hard IPAs, them 7%.
I drink them, bro. I drink them. Don't get me wrong. Like,
I ain't gonna
that's
lie.
all we got around.
Your list, I don't drink, and your list was very surprising. I'm like, a lot of that stuff was stuff I would drink if I didn't drink. I'd be like, I'd be like, let me just get some. Let me get a good Corona. I just want to make sure I get home safe.
Bro, I keep it simple. You know what I mean? For me, all beer does the same shit. So
you drink.
It's all like the same.
Have y'all ever drunk together?
No.
No.
So
I drank the last time we were together, but I don't think he was drinking then.
Yeah.
Smooch is, and I know he's extremely offended by your list because he is a alcohol connoisseur of the highest form. He put me on to so many different types of liquor, and I mean, so many things that it made me be able to go different places and comment on it. Maybe like I had that before. Like, this is a $700 bottle of liquor. How did you taste this? Like,
oh man.
This is the man. Y'all need to.
But you know what though? I'm getting it because see, for me, I won't have to have like hard liquor if I have beer, but something tells me that for those very Cap Gun-esque beers that Rick was talking about, that there's a shot of something hard that's going along with that, or somewhere in the mix of that.
Tequila for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now,
Yeah.
so now
we're good.
No doubt.
Yeah. So those are just really fuzzy chasers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I've been drinking the same since I was like 17. So, you know, cheap beer has always been the way to go whenever you don't got a lot of money. So you got to make this shit work somehow.
Yo, man, I like your style, bro. Oh, what was the soundtrack to your junior high school or middle school experience?
Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely an age difference.
Yeah. Well, yeah, bro. I was born in '94, so you do the math. You know what I mean?
Oh, my math started with Kid Cudi. When you said that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, when I was in high school, I think I was in ninth grade when I first heard. Damn, where was it? What was the first song that I heard by Kid Cudi? I can't remember right now, but the high school days, it was LimeWire. LimeWire.
Yeah,
always.
yeah. Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Come home from school, turn on LimeWire, and just let that shit play. Dude.
Man, yeah, bootlegging days, man. Dang, we were criminals, man. We also doing...
still bootlegging movies to this day, bro. Fuck it.
2 hours a song, man. 2 hours for one song, man. That's what it was. Dial up.
Longer. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, oh yeah, what's the Man on the Moon? What did you like from there?
Man on the Moon. That's why I was trying to figure out which song that I was bumping all the time, but I can't fucking remember right now.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness for sure. I know.
That one, no doubt. Pursuit of Happiness.
So are you part of the generation that feel like they were like extremely influenced by Kid Cudi?
I wouldn't say influence.
Okay.
But I definitely did. I was definitely a fan, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But my real influences for my style of hip hop that I guess come to stick with, you know, my niche, I guess, is like the West Coast OG shit, like DJ Quick and Nate and, you know, Snoop and Warren G and Mac 10 and shit like that, you know.
Yeah, the reason I asked is because you know, like I didn't realize, you know, Kid Cudi was like a, you know, I know people would kill me for saying this though, but he was kind of like a one-off artist to me. You know, of course he was part. I know again he's part of good music, super talented. I know I know all the stuff he wrote. I'm technically a fan by that merit, but I didn't realize his cultural influence until you talk to the youth. They swear by this dude. Like, and that always throws me off. So that's why when you said that, I was like, I wonder what your opinion was going to be on that.
Yeah, well, I could see how he was very influential to the people that in my age group that were growing up around that time, you know. I can definitely see that. But when it comes to influence for me personally, it was just on a different page, you know. Yeah, you know.
Nah,
and also like around that time, I wasn't really taking rap as, you know, like serious as I am now, because I was skateboarding a lot more back then. So Kid Cudi was just like some headphones to skate to, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But once I started taking rap serious, it was the roots for me that really changed everything.
Well, one more chat question. Brandon Kenny wants to know, what's your favorite West Coast rapper?
My favorite West Coast rapper? Who asked that, Brendan?
Yep.
My favorite West Coast rapper is DJ Quick.
DJ Quick. Hey, Papa DJ Quick got a brand new bag. First I got a bang bang, a boogie to the rhythm of the boogie district. Anyway,
the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Yeah, bro. Yeah, DJ Quick has always been just a big inspiration for me. Just by like, I guess what I like about him the most is his storytelling. You know, whenever you listen to a Quick song, there's always a story behind it. Mm-hmm. Some way or shape or form, there's a story behind Quick music.
Mm-hmm.
Dope producer too, real dope producer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You talk about.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, who's Quick producer? You talk about Battle Cat or?
No, I'm just saying that Quick, you know, he's a producer. He's just a dope producer.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, nah, Quick
100%.
is. Yeah, Quick. You know, my favorite duo was kind of like him working together with Raphael Sadiq, and they just didn't do it for too long. but the two of them came together and they made like a really good sound. I think that could have been something.
Yeah, absolutely. I really dig Quick Screw 2, I think it is. Quick Screw 2. It's basically just a whole instrumental, but it's pretty much his showcase of his producing, which is like, I don't know. I don't see a lot of people that rap and produce do that, so it's different, you know.
Oh man, I saw MC8 today. Speaking of it, I totally forgot.
Oh shit, really?
Oh yeah, I ran. We have a mutual friend, and I was coming and he was going, and I was like, oh shit, all right. What's up, mate? Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. He's real cool. You know, man, he has some stories, man, when he was kind of breaking down how him and DJ Premier became cool with each other. And it's crazy how they had this it's present. They have this kinship, and it's kind of like 8 is just a West Coast out of the West Coast rapper. And Premier, I want to say he met Premier though when he was in Texas first. And then I think, you know, then New York. You know.
Yeah, that's kind of the trifecta when it comes to the West Coast.
Yeah.
It's Texas, New York.
Yeah. So if you had to create an elective class in school, what would it be?
An elective class?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Just for like fun, or like for something that could possibly help out later on in life.
If Huntington Beach High School hit you up, Huntington Beach High School hit you up tomorrow and said, Rick, you got something, man. You represent the city, man. You hold it down. You know what I'm saying? We want you to create a curriculum for a high school elective. What would you come with?
How to build your credit score. Keep your credit straight.
Man,
yeah, that's a
so
very
underrated
one.
So underrated, man.
Bro, I first moved out to Huntington Beach when I turned 21, and I didn't know shit. I had zero credit. I had no fucking credit at all. I didn't understand how important credit actually was until last year, really. And now I've been doing as much as I possibly can just to keep my credit score building. And
that's
you
dope.
start doing that shit, you know, when you're 20 or 18 or however fucking old you are when you first gain credit. I would say that would be a fantastic curriculum to have in a high school.
When I went to junior college, I don't know if they do it now, but man, it was just straight up predatory, man. They had people out there with with the little tents and the tables, and man, anybody could get credit, man. I mean, oh man, fools was getting credit left and right. And the whole thing about it, my peer group and myself, we wasn't even thinking about paying no money back, man. It was like free money. It was like, okay, we getting free money. What? We can get as much. And I remember when I slowed my roll on credit, matter of fact, I want to say this was the trip when me and Brown became real cool. We went to San Diego to go to this Greek show, and I worked in the South Bay Galleria Mall, and I had got a Nordstrom's card. It was like $400, and I went and got like Izod this and you know whatever that Nikes and the whole little nine. So then when I came home, Mom saw me with the bags in my hand, and she's like, "Why you buy all those clothes?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm going to San Diego for the Greek show, and I'm gonna take them back when I come back on Monday or Tuesday." She said, "You're not taking those clothes back." She said, "You're not taking them back." I'm like, "What do you mean? They gave me a $400 credit limit. Like, man, I could just get clothes, take them back, get clothes, take them back."
Oh man.
Yeah, she cut off, man. She slowed all that down.
I was like, I still don't see the problem.
Oh man, negative. You treat credit with respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
I wish I would have known about that shit like 3 years ago. My credit score would be easily at a 700 right now, no doubt.
Yeah, credit, excuse me, credit, taxes, and what's the third thing? There's another one too. I always say, like in school, you don't ever hear, these are so important, but you don't learn about it in school.
How to tie a tie.
Yeah.
How to change a fucking tire or change your oil in your own car, you know? That type of shit is important, bro, because if you ain't got that much money, you know, you can't be going to the auto shop every time. Especially if you got a cheap ass car you need to get to work.
Absolutely.
So with that being spoken, see, we've been holding Rick back. That's why he's been in like first or second gear, man. But we about to. Oh, go ahead, Jeremy.
No, I'm saying let's go. Let's go. You said holding him back.
I got one last one, and then we can kick into it. One last one. So when you were in high school, Rick, what did you think your path was going to be when you graduated?
Well, honestly, I didn't know what I was going to do. I had no clue at all. And once filming with skateboarding really took a hold, and like I've learned that I had a passion for creating things with a camera. Like when you can go out, hold a camera, film your friend skating and take it back, edit it on your computer and make something out of nothing. That's what created my passion for filming. And I didn't know about that in high school, really. Like I didn't think I was going to do that, but so I guess I didn't really have any goal or ambition in high school, but filming kind of found me, and that's kind of where I'm headed to with that shit.
It's interesting that you say that, because when I look at your music, when I look at your social media impressions, when I look at your videos, when I look at all that, you're like Menace to Society meets Fast Times at Ridgemont High meets Jackass. You know what I'm saying? Like it's as West Coast as it's very West Coast, man, and not just in the hood West Coast. It's like a up and down the coast kind of West Coast thing, and I thought that was dope.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to travel. You know, I love to go different places and experience new things and meet new people. Always. So just being able to film that and not only creating something out of nothing, but having that to look back on later on, you know. Like just the other day, I was looking at some of my old vlogs that I posted, and it was just fun to watch because some of them were before COVID, like, you know, seeing the world before it was what it is now. So it's just cool to have that window into your path. That's what always really intrigued me about it.
So man, the chat going crazy right now. I just want to show some respect to some of the people. This is a really tough question. It's going to be hard to ask you, but I hope you got the answer. Jeff Byrne want to know, when are we getting some new RickWall music?
When are we getting new RickWall music?
When are we getting it?
This year. This year is all new shit that's coming out.
Ooh.
There's gonna be new music videos of old songs, but there's also new songs that aren't released yet that are still in the works. So just be ready. Just stay tuned, and you know I got you. I got you, family.
Elijah Harris, he has a totally different question. It's not even a question, it's a statement. Do we need new RickWall music? And then Brandon Kenny said, RickWall and MC Supernatural need to make a track together. What do you think of that?
That would be crazy. I've actually hung out with Supernatural a few times, and to be completely honest, I feel like his level of lyricism and just knowing how to work his way around a beat is far beyond mine. But nonetheless, it'd be fun to do that. It'd be really fun.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to give some love to people. Let me see. Was it another question? Let's see. Did I miss one? Yeah. Actually, that's it. Yeah, they love you, man.
Are they saying some crazy shit in the chat? Because I know I got some crazy ass people.
Couple of crazy ones, but nothing too crazy. They love you, man. Called you a genius and everything. How has AI technology affected you?
Affected me, like personally?
Yeah, because you've noticed they have AI generated art now. People are using the Lensa effects, to pretty much have their profiles and all that stuff done. And we also have this new what is it? They have this speech thing where they can pretty much, it can do a whole email for you or write a song for you. And they even have stuff where you can put a couple words in and it'll make a Kendrick Lamar song.
Yeah, that's my buddy Brendan, the one who's actually in the chat right now. He's the one that told me about that one, the Chat GPI or GPT or whatever the hell it's called.
Mm-hmm.
We were messing with that the other day, and that personally, that one's a little trippy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can type in anything, exactly what you want it to do, and it'll do it in seconds, which is absolutely mind blowing, really. I was messing around with it, just telling it to do like write me a rap song like DJ Quick, and it wrote me a full 2-verse, 2-hook song. I really like that. In like 45 seconds.
You ain't scared?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty much inevitable.
You sound like the robot.
Yeah, dude. It's inevitable, but there's still human people. I think we'll be okay.
What? Say it
I
again.
think the ones that are smart enough will be able to tell. I think as long as there's human connection, we should be all right. But
okay.
I think the ones that are, more, I guess, noticeable to the AI shit, we'll be able to tell. Maybe some more than others, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Matrix, man. That's just too much, man. I've got kind of like a theory on all the AI stuff and all that. And they already have our imprint with the face recognition and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just like, man, people just give them more. And it's crazy because like most of the pictures that, well, I won't say most, but I'll say more than 20% of the pictures that you see for people are those like AI kind of pictures and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, people are forgetting what people look like. Like everything is like, everything is a filter, everything is an effect. And so that's kind of making society want to look like an effect. And I just don't see anything good coming from it, man.
So,
what
do you got to say about that?
Well, I'm definitely on board with you about that for sure. I don't think, the more that it gets advanced, the more it becomes. But I mean, what can we do? You know what I mean?
We can kill Skynet.
We're gonna need Sarah O'Connor.
Yeah. I'm glad you got the reference.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love that ride at Universal Studios. That shit was fun.
So, how has social media affected your brand? And do you feel like you've been ahead of the curve because your content has always been like like crazy. Like I've seen some of the pranks and the stuff that you've done. Were you was the transition into social media easy for you, or after social media kind of took off, did you start doing like the pranks and all that kind of stuff?
Well, I think naturally, me and my homies were always doing that shit, like on camera, but never realized the potential that YouTube and social media actually had before it took off, you know? Mm-hmm. So once the people started, you know, like the Supreme Patties and all those motherfuckers started getting famous, this Instagram shit that we used to do was kind of like shit, let's start this again, you know, and keep doing it. So I guess it was a little bit of both, you know. I'm a little bit in between.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Y'all done a lot of crazy things. What? Oh wait, what? You've done a lot of things one could call crazy. What's the craziest thing you've done?
Oh God, dude. That's hard. That is a hard question. Well, oh, dude, I'm gonna be stumped on this one.
What would be in
your
top
know.
three?
I don't even know. My top three, like,
what would be
craziest
in your
things
top three?
I've done personally.
Done or witnessed?
Well, I would say fuck, dude. The craziest thing I think I've ever witnessed was, oh, dude. There's so many more that I'm thinking of one, and then I'm like, no, that was crazier than that. But I guess just for time's sake, I've seen my buddy's car get dragged down a mountain. Wow. Because he got into a fight with another guy, and the guy that he got into a fight with got upset and literally hooked his car up to his truck and drove it down a mountain and busted out his windshield and like all of his windows and shit. And then I guess it's pretty crazy too. After that, we found out where the guy lived, so we went to his house and we shoved like potatoes in his exhaust pipe and like put sugar in his gas tank and shit.
Are you describing a crime, sir?
No.
Talking about a screenplay.
Yeah, that was my idea for.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, oof, man, that's giving depositions out.
Yeah, you know, this movie ideas. You know, I'm a creator, content creator.
Yeah, but
it's another prank. You know, it's a prank.
But we had to do that because Rick, I've been holding back on who Rick is, man. I just had to humanize him. I just had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to break down his connection to hip hop, and you know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead, Jeremy.
Go ahead. Sorry. I'll just finish.
No. I'm good.
I'm just your chat going crazy. I just wanted to throw a couple of them out there. You rather go to space or the bottom of the ocean?
I think they're both the same thing.
I accept that answer. Best skateboard trick that you can still land.
Still land? Fucking heel flip, maybe. I don't know. I don't really skate as much as I used to.
That's it. I just wanted to
yeah. Yeah, heel flip is probably the best thing I can land like right now.
So
yeah, it's been a while.
Before we hopped into the podcast, I was able to sit back and witness a very interesting conversation between Rick and Jeremy as they talked about this show's sponsor. We haven't had one other than Batos Gardens cannabis extracts. Rick, break down to us this stuff.
Oh, you want to know about some man butter, do you?
Yeah. This
is man butter right here. In all of its glory. It's handmade. It's organic. It's made out of shea butter, cocoa butter, organic virgin coconut oil, cold organic castor oil, and organic beeswax. It's perfect for a supplement of a lotion. You can use it for your hands, use it on your legs, back of your knees. Girls tend to like to use it underneath their titties for the tit sweat. You know what I'm saying?
Girls use man butter
Anyway,
under their tits. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's I mean, you can eat it too. It's edible. It's totally safe for women, children, dogs. You know, anybody really.
Can you tell
Surfers, they like to use it. Oh yeah, all right, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I was all in the brand. Dude. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool, man. Can you tell us? Tell us. I actually use some man butter. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't like saying that sentence. I don't like that sentence. I use the product that you sell, called man butter, and it actually worked out pretty well for me. I use it on my elbows and my knees, places that lotion don't typically take care of once over. But I want you to tell us a little bit about HB Patio.
Oh man. Well, the HB Patio was started during the COVID era, I guess. What do you even call that now? Just COVID? Is that what people say?
It's 2020. Yeah, it's
still
happening.
So the patio was created as a space for people to come and enjoy music without the worry of anybody asking them to put on a mask or all that kind of shit. So it was created solely for music and comedy, for people to have a space to come to during that time and just enjoy themselves still while nothing was open. And ever since it started, it just escalated and became a lot bigger than anybody that was there from the beginning could have possibly imagined. And it's continuing to grow. And for the locals out here in Huntington Beach and people who come from all over to perform, it's like it's become a home for people.
Mm-hmm. Your thoughts? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Go ahead.
You performed there, right?
Yeah. I performed HB Patio back in 20. I think did I do it twice? I'm not sure. It was once or twice. I don't know, but I really liked it. Like,
which time did you perform? Do you remember?
Man, I got pictures of it. And I remember someone, we probably met maybe, somebody handed me that specifically and running down the uses of it. And I was just like,
that's probably EA.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Shout out to EA. He has long dreads and a beard and shit. Yeah.
Yo, shout out. They'll have food there. It was a really dope event, and I had fun. And I think the people weren't expecting for me to rock out like I did. Like I crushed it.
Yeah. It's always unexpected at the patio. You never know who's gonna be there. You never know what you're gonna see. But it's always good times. It's always good vibes, and it never fails.
Anthony Falcon said he's been using it as deodorant.
Deodorant's a good one too, for sure. It's also good on your feet if you don't wear socks, because I know a lot of people in Huntington Beach don't wear socks under their shoes for some reason, but it's also a good substitute for socks. I've heard. I wear socks all the time, so.
Good for you.
Yeah. I always wear socks, so I wouldn't know about that for you.
That's funny.
I knew I had a younger person tell me, "Oh man, you don't wear socks with Vans," and I'm like, "Huh? Nah, man, you don't wear socks."
Yeah,
with
that's
Vans.
Usually what you see it with too. Yeah, that's usually what you see it with is somebody wearing a pair of like super low cut Vans, no socks at all. But you can guarantee there's man butter on those feet.
Or hopefully. So
yeah, hopefully.
With all the different advancements in social media, what do you think about TikTok?
I actually like TikTok a lot. I'm not even gonna front on that. I was a little hesitant to use it at first because I thought it was just like everybody else did. I'm sure it was like for kids and shit. But once I started using it, I realized there was just so much on there, like aside from the random kid dancing and all that bullshit, there was oh yeah, thank you. There was just a completely different side to it. I've come to find out. So I like it. I think it's a good way to get yourself out there, especially these days, because a lot of people are on it. So if you have a brand, or even if you're a rapper or an artist or whatever, like people are scrolling through that shit all day, and if you end up on their page, and if they like you, then they'll see it and they can follow you, and then you have a new fan instantly.
How has relationships affected your working process?
Relationships
like significant others, like does it help or hurt, or is this something you recommend, or you totally against it?
Well, I've been with my girl for 3 years now. Mm-hmm. So for me personally, I love having the constant support, just being supported 24/7, and just knowing, like, at the end of the day, there's going to be somebody there that's always supporting you no matter what. For me, I think it's good to have somebody by your side,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes to think they could do it on their own, but you can't. You need a team, you need somebody.
Aww.
What was that? That was like a square, bro.
I know, right? I was like fixing it as I was doing it. I'm like, oh,
yeah, dude, the other, it's like this or something, like these two, like that.
Oh wait, what? What are you doing? Oh, you throwing up gang?
The index fingers.
The Huntington Beach gang signs, dog.
Love.
Yo, you trying to get us murked, man. I don't want no beef with DJ Quick, man. No.
Oh fuck, me either, bro. I'm trying to open for that nigga.
Hey, shoot, that should be possible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your thoughts on cancel culture?
It depends on who it is, I guess, and what it is, what's being canceled, right? Because I mean, nowadays there's a lot of things that have come to light that people definitely need to be fucking canceled for, because nobody was paying attention back then, and they just slid under the rug with some weird, creepy shit. But I think it's a little harsh on comedians specifically, because comedians are there to do one job, and that's to make jokes. So people just can't get over a comedian's joke and they get canceled for something like that. I think that's a little bit harsh, but overall, I don't know. I'd say it's kind of, it's a hit or miss. It's bullshit on one end, and then on the other end, it's like a little needed,
Kanye said something that made me want to cancel him, man.
Who did?
Kanye.
Oh yeah, yep.
When he
says all kinds of shit.
When he said slavery was a choice, call me small-minded, call me whatever, but man, that really got my, as my old relatives would say, that chapped my hide, man.
Yeah, well, that shit. Oh, go ahead, then. My bad.
I was gonna say, I got a question for y'all. What does counseling look like? Like, what is to cancel one in your own words, individually?
I think being canceled requires a lot of media attention, right? Thank you. I would say it requires a lot of you need a lot of people to hate on one person to cancel one person,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it takes sit down and try to figure out why they said what they said, or whatever.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
like I said,
Oh, I'm sorry.
oh no, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. It froze up a little bit, so I thought it stopped. No, go ahead. I want you to finish.
Oh, I was just saying, like, it just takes a lot, just because of certain things. Certain things need to be canceled. Certain things I feel like are meant to be taken in one way and are misconstrued at times. But I don't know. Overall, I feel like cancel culture is somewhat necessary, but somewhat a little jaded in what's being canceled. If that makes sense.
In theory, I think cancel culture sounds like it can kind of be dope, but in reality, even the craziest persons, you like, they really don't get canceled. It really kind of blows them up more than it cancels them. And I'll give examples. The Paul brother that took the picture in the forest, he became a star, man. So that didn't work. You get Andrew Tate. They went hard to cancel him, but he still got. Like,
I didn't know who he was till he got canceled.
Man,
I didn't even know who he was.
I only knew about him because he just started popping up all over TikTok.
Yeah.
And I had no idea who he was. I didn't know he was from the UFC and all this shit. But yeah, his shit went crazy real fast.
He popped up on my radar on some motivational speech type stuff, like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
So the version of Andrew Tate that, like, the one that I saw, the version of Andrew Tate was kind of like a very disciplined person, balling and discipline. That's what I saw. But like in the last 2 years or so, year and a half, it started, like, the Playboy part start, like he started talking more like into that kind of thing. And I don't know if because Kevin's, and I know this is a crazy parallel, but in a crazy way, they were saying some of the same things, except Andrew Tate wasn't, like, he wasn't. I guess they both did. Andrew Tate was less vocal when it came to getting his point across to women or how he felt about women, and Kevin Samuels would just kind of clown him. Like, that was his thing, clown him. But both of them were just kind of like, this is what it is. Take accountability for your, whatever your stuff is and whatever. But I'll say those two. And then the third is who I spoke about earlier, which is Kanye West. And, like, man, the guy's uncancelable, man. Like, you can't.
Dude, Kanye West, the new season of South Park that just came out, season 26 of South Park, the first episode that they came out with was another episode about Kanye West. Again.
Yeah.
Again.
He's too easy, too much material that comes off of it.
Yeah, bro. Endless shit that you could do with Kanye West. And he was like a Cupid this time or some weird shit.
What's the best advice anybody's ever given you?
Ooh, that's a good one. Good question. That's a really good question. Well, let me answer that by starting with this. I hang out, and I always have since I was growing up, like real young. I've always hung out with people who are like much older than I am. So I feel like I've always gotten some good and some bad advice from people, just because sometimes when you hang out with older people, they automatically try to, like, take advantage of you and manipulate you just because you're younger than them, and they want to fuck with you. You know what I mean? But growing up around people who are wise in a sense and want to see you do good is where I've gotten some of the best advice that I've gotten in my life, and that is to always stay true to what you are as a person, and don't let anybody ever tell you you can't do something. Just always stay true and don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do anything. Because no matter what you think and how you feel, you can.
Martin Lawrence, when I first met him, that's what he said to me. He said, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. So I think that's funny.
I think that's some of the best advice that you could tell a young person. Because a lot of people, I feel like, are confused,
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a homegirl a few years ago when I was like doing the rap shit and like making videos, and I just asked her, like, what do you want to do? Like what inspires you? Like what makes you happy? And she couldn't answer that question, which is, it's a little eye-opening, because some people are just confused. Like nobody knows what the fuck they want to do. Sometimes it just finds you. But other times people do have goals and dreams and shit, but they don't work out always. So I just feel like just sticking to, what you feel is true to you and what you feel like you love, it's what you should do.
Interesting. But guess what? 90% of the people in the world are the exact opposite of all that, man. They not worried about being true to nothing but the almighty dollar. They hating, they roadblocking.
Yeah.
They hating, they roadblocking.
Bro, you couldn't be any more true. Couldn't be any more true.
Yeah, and it's funny because the whole concept of keeping it real is so publicized, but like you're getting their inner organic selves, especially on social media. It's funny how a lot of people are living contradictions, but what can you do about that? We all experience it on some level, but some of it is kind of yikes. It's like, oh man, how do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of being fake, Jeff Byrne wants to know, can you tell us how we'll know they cloned you like Kanye West? He took a sip before he spoke.
Yeah, I had to for that one. Like, what the fuck kind of question is that, bro?
Hey man,
no, I get it though. I understand.
Only reason why I'm asking you some of these because these are your people. I would normally take these as troll questions.
You this is gonna be wild.
These are your people. These are your PP.
Yeah, no, those are my people for sure. Yeah, I guarantee you, at least a third of those people are sitting behind their computer or their cell phone right now, just drinking, just like me. So cheers to them.
Hey,
I love all y'all. But I guess. Oh fuck! I was cloned if my dogs didn't like me anymore. Right?
Yeah, that's a real one.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. I fucking love my dogs, and I know my dogs love me. So if you ever saw me with my dogs and they were acting funny around me, then you know something good. That's real.
That's funny. What's your most memorable musical experience?
Opening for I want to say Twista, just because his name is like bigger, but it wasn't really that memorable, honestly. But I would say my most memorable was opening for Nappy Roots.
Hey.
In Huntington Beach, like on Main Street at a local bar that I used to go to a lot. And it was I had a big turnout for that one for sure. I had people drive 3 hours just to come out there and see that show. So that one was definitely the most memorable to date, I think.
Name your biopic.
Name my biopic? Yeah. That's confusing.
If you had a biopic, like a movie based upon your life, what would it be?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like my fucking. Okay, yeah. I thought you were telling me to name my profile picture. I was like, what does that mean?
Beer pong.
My biopic would probably be called From KC to HB.
All right.
Maybe. I don't know.
What's-
That sounds okay to me.
What was the first part?
From KC to HB.
Oh, okay. And who will play you?
Yeah, that was the name of my. Oh, does it have to be like an actor?
Yeah, preferably.
Damn. Oh, dude, I don't know. Who could play me in a movie? I've never seen. I don't know.
Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
No.
What?
No,
Dad?
Jaden Smith. No,
Give him a chance.
He's a great actor, but I feel like he just doesn't look enough like me, you know?
Man, if they could make his father look like everybody they made his father look like, man.
Some Haitian dude that he don't even look like. He like twice that dude's height, and he played him.
Damn. That's a good one. That's actually a good one. I don't know, but non-actor, I would have to say the dude from Odd Future, Taco.
Taco, that's a good one. And
Taco
it,
from Odd Future, you know what I mean?
it'll be a good look for him too. You know what I'm saying? Like a little come up. He missing one of those.
I mean, I guess he could be classified as an actor because he was on TV, you know. But
no, he's an actor. He's legit. He's
it was more like skits. Oh no,
he's an actor. He's on Dave. Yeah, he's
That's
coming up.
right. I totally forgot about that role in Dave. Yeah,
and I think he's in
so
Atlanta.
yeah, it would be him then.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, he's on his, he's up and coming. That I think I said that'd be a good look for him to play you. That's actually good. That's a good answer. I'm glad we let you think on that.
Yeah, that's my first choice for sure.
Okay, was it Brandon Kenny said Kid Cudi, he wants Kid Cudi to play you. They said Joey Badass and 2 Chainz. Yo, people are trolls, bro. Okay, now this one's racist.
Oh my god, dude.
Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things. You look nothing like this man. That's racist.
He's also like 14 or some shit, right?
I think they older now. I don't know how old he is, but I think he like you know, when he started the show, which was like probably like 6 years ago, I think he was like 12 or 13. So yeah, he probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's definitely a little young. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I mean, I think
Taco's a good one. Taco's a good one.
I think Taco is perfect because our skin collection matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think Caleb McLaughlin is a little too dark.
Yo,
to play me, you know what I'm saying?
That's not even
to play me.
You see the Wu-Tang? I know you watched the Wu-Tang thing, right? Wu-Tang Saga, whatever, on Hulu.
I haven't watched. You know, I'm gonna be real. I haven't watched any of it, but I've seen a bunch of clips of it.
Well, it's really good. Obviously the main
character. You know who's been telling me it's good is Brendan.
Oh, Brendan on his
the one in the chat right now. He's the one that's been telling me. Yep.
I'm literally gonna stop telling you what a lot of these people are saying. They are wilding right now. I'll let you talk to them later. Yo, they're wilding. I'm not even going. I let them have too much of a voice, and now they're trying to take over.
Oh my god,
y'all wild. But yeah, what will say? Lost it. I like the Taco one. The Taco, I think that's on point. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. If there was going to be somebody that played me in a biopic, I think Taco would definitely be the one to do it.
What's the last album you've listened to in its entirety?
Fuck, dude. The last album in its entirety?
Front to back. Come on, man.
Probably. This is gonna sound crazy, but the Afro Man Christmas album.
Oh man, it is what it is. It's not. There's no bad.
No, it's just funny because like it's just so random, you know. I can't say that I have sat down and listened to a full album front to back. I've listened to probably like a good majority of the songs, but I've never sat down and listened to an entire album front to back, you know what I'm saying? Except for Afro Man's Christmas album, just because you just put that shit on and just let it ride, you know? So.
Yo, do you get paid residuals?
And it's also,
off that?
it's comedy.
It's like you plugging it. he said, I don't normally listen to albums, but when I do, I listen to Afro Man's Christmas album. I was like, you get that's like you gotta check your future.
Damn.
That's why your credit score is so good.
Shit. Damn. Afro Man.
Man.
Shouts out to Afro Man though.
What other genres of music do you listen to or play other than hip hop?
I like reggae music. I do enjoy some good reggae music. And I guess there's like a new genre called like slaptual music. It's like spiritual and slapping. Yeah, slaptual music. Like spiritual music and slapping. It's got a good bass line and shit. I guess it's those two combined.
A trap version of gospel?
Not so much trap. It's just got like
when a slap just means it's like it's a hard hitting song. So I get it.
Yeah, it's slapping, you know.
Hard hitting Christian songs.
Have I heard any Christian songs?
No. I'm saying, are they hard hitting Christian songs or hard hitting?
No, it's not. It's not like
not
like
gospel.
Kendrick's whole album. Kendrick's whole last album is probably Slaptrue. That Rich Spirit song.
Okay, so like motivational kind of like.
Yeah, like they like talk about like crystals and like, you know, shit like that. Like crystals and talk about their third eye and like burning sage and shit of that realm, you know, that type of spiritual shit. But yeah, I've been listening to a little bit of that. I'm come to find out it's nice to put on like a Sunday morning, you know, just chill and just let that shit ride. Yeah, so reggae, that type of shit. And I find myself listening to like hardcore, I wouldn't say hardcore, but like classic rock, like Motley Crue and shit. Like I'll get lost in some Motley Crue a little bit. I'll fuck around with some Jason Mraz. I actually really like that one. It's kind of like a country hip hop song. I forget who it's by, or maybe it's by Rehab.
Old Town Road.
No, hell no. I think the song is called "Sitting at a Bar." Actually, I think the dude's name is Rehab, or it's the other way around. But it's some country type shit. So I guess to answer your question without such a long answer is like some country, some rock, you know, some little bit of a slaptual. I don't know.
Slaptual. I'm all
right. Yeah. I'm learning something. So if you could have your dream versus dead or alive, who would it be?
My dream, what?
If you could watch your dream versus with two people dead or alive, who would you want to see battle each other?
Oh, like alive, I would say Eminem and Nick Cannon.
Okay. All right. Do you know what the versus matches are?
Come on, man.
You know about the versus matches?
Yeah, I do.
You don't want to watch that.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I do. I do want to see that.
So you just don't like Nick Cannon?
I guarantee you, everybody would tune into that, bro. I do like Nick Cannon. I like Wild 'N Out, but I know he was talking a lot of shit back in the day, and he never really.
Ooh.
Well, he tried to clap, but it didn't really hit. Yeah, I just think that would be fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
He might have something,
but in like a serious one,
mm-hmm.
A serious good one would probably be Ja Rule and 50 Cent, maybe. Versus.
Okay, all right.
Just because they're beef.
Yeah, you know what?
Never-ending beef that has been going on for fucking.
That would be debatable, but I would put Ja Rule against Nelly if I could.
Or Nelly?
Ja Rule and Nelly, to me, they were like similar artists that just had they just had the women, the songs back to back was just, they just like in the similar groove. Yeah, 50 and Ja Rule, that's so petty. They'll get super petty. I don't even think we'll get music. We get stabbings and and bad roast jokes.
They'll probably just fight or some shit, but
but yeah, this is good.
Probably just be a fight. Be good content though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Rick, with you being hella social, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't wait to get out the house in the middle of the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? You were down there with all those Republicans in Huntington Beach, like, we not gonna wear no mask, man. We gonna get out here. Question: with you seeing everything shut down to everything opening up before it kind of opened up to everything being wide open, where do you see social progression going in the next 2 years? Like, as far as people going back out to festivals and going to clubs, I'm sure you go to bars. And so, like, do you think people are gonna like start coming out the same as they used to? Has it been more people coming out, less people coming out? What do you think?
Oh, hell yeah. I've already seen it. Like last year at Cali Vibes in Long Beach, there was no less than 100-some thousand people just on the first day.
Mm.
And every festival or show that I've gone to, I've never seen like more than 3 to like 12 people, maybe, just from the crowd that I maneuver through with masks on, So I think it's already back to where it used to be, just from what I've seen, just because everybody's out again, going to festivals like EDC and shit. Like, that's happened. EDC is huge,
Mm-hmm.
Fucking massive,
mm-hmm.
massive festival. And yeah, just the one that just happened this last weekend in Long Beach again was Cali Vibes 2023, which had a huge turnout as well. Warren G was there. Fucking Snoop was actually there too. But yeah, I think it's been back.
All right.
I think it came back after the end of last summer.
Okay.
Dope. Well, nah, man, that's been dope, Mr. RickWall, though. You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to your social media. Tell people where they can go to check out your music and your socials and your TikToks and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, outlet of music that you listen to. Spotify, Amazon Music, all that shit under the same name, RickWall. Let's look for it. It'll be there.
Dope.
Rick Waldo, it's your boy.
Rick Waldo. Wait, on IG is Rick Wall or Rick Waldo?
On Instagram, it's Rick Waldo, DOH.
Okay.
But yeah, everywhere else it should be just Rick Wall.
Okay.
Oh, Rick Wall with an exclamation point on Spotify. So,
Okay.
Dope,
if you don't use the exclamation point, you'll get a bunch of Pink Floyd brick in the wall. Which, it's like a blessing and a curse, you know, because Pink Floyd was a pretty huge band, but my name sounds too much like Brick Wall. Rick Wall, so it's unfortunate, but it works.
That reminded me of I forgot Kanye put out when he put out that Scoopity Poop. Doopity, you know, remember that?
No, hell no. What is that?
Kanye, when he was this is when he was like going on his political rants or whatever, and he put out a song called Lift Yourself. Yeah, Lift Yourself. If you look it up, this is a real song he made. It's called Lift Yourself. It was a hit. And on the song, he goes, Scoopity poop. Scoopity doop. Poop, poop, poop. Anyway, regardless,
oh my God,
this song went viral. And whoever it was, who was the next, you know how your playlist would just go into the next song? Whoever it was who was next in line, he just like went viral because the song would lead to that song. So that's kind of like with you and Pink Floyd, like you're getting the residual love off of
everybody that's still listening to Pink Floyd, looking their song up, my shit just pops up right underneath it just because it's like the names rhyme. Yeah.
Viral marketing, dog.
We need to use that strategy in the hip hop realm. Put all my shit under some hip hop classification. You know, the hip hop heads for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
what's up with you, Jeremy? You got any shows coming up? What can we
shows coming up? Let me see. What's the best way to do this real quick? Let's see. We can do this. We can do this. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe. All right. Let's see. Thursday I'll be at the Ice House, Pasadena. That's to be a good show.
Wow.
Yep, come to that. My March schedule, Laugh Factory on the 2nd. Long Beach, hit me up for that. The show's called Don't Tell, so I'm not allowed to tell. On the 9th, Comedy Store on the 10th. Hollywood Improv on the 16th. And this is the important one. San Diego. I'll be in San Diego at this place called the Mic Drop. What's that? That's the 24th and 25th, 7:30 and 10 o'clock in San Diego. So those are the ones.
San Diego.
Yeah. That's one of those ones that I have to sell or I quit comedy. So
what was your
go ahead.
What was your Long Beach date again?
Long Beach, that would be actually that's March 10th. Hit me up. It's called Don't Tell. They don't even tell you have you been to one of those?
Yeah,
before?
I haven't been to one, but I know they do them out here too. I've heard of it. It's going around. You have to like text a number or something to get the location and yeah.
When I get the location, I'll give you the location. Shows are all been fire, always sold out. And they give you a large amount of time. So yep.
Yeah, I'd love to come check that out, bro.
Absolutely.
Dope. Well, no, man. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Jeremy. This has been another episode